Hi guys, welcome back to Fruitopia here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm just starting my day and I wanted to give you guys another update on what's cooking here in the summer garden. So everything's growing and growing and growing, higher and higher. So let's have a look. But before we get going, I just want to thank some of you who have left me some beautiful positive notes in the previous video. I really appreciate that, and yeah, it balances the vibe, right, of positivity and negativity. So here we have a lot of cuttings that I got from the apricot tree. I decided to cut it in half and feed it to the cherry moya. So the chop and drop, as I said in the previous videos, perpetually ongoing. And here I've got chop and drop as well from the loquat tree. I also wanted to show you guys, first of all, let's have a look at the temperature. We're having a beautiful, warm, sunny day today after a week of mild weather. Let's have a look. Temperature at noon is 24 and it's forecast to be 30 today. 41 in Adelaide. So the heat is on. So yeah, I planted Daly's allspice. I got that in the ground recently, where this imbi was. The imbi wasn't doing very well, that guy there, so I'll put that one back in the pot. There I planted the madrono that I picked up from Daly's last month, right? So that's in the ground. Canistel here is doing great. And what else? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the progress on the Mamey sapoti here. I found out the variety. It's called Pantin Mamey sapoti. I went back and looked at my notes. I got this one from Ross Creek, I believe. So it's finally starting to push growth. Right, see the leaves there up the stem. So Pantin or Key West Mamey sapoti. So you better hurry up though, because summer's only got like 6 weeks and those little leaves there are not going to be enough to push it through autumn. The golden soursop is doing great here. Lots of tropical vibes here in the garden underneath this lemon tree, which might have to be trimmed because it's overhanging over the tropicals here. The yellow jabuticaba, the Rollinia, the black sapoti, and now the allspice, the little baby allspice that's protected by the Monstera deliciosa, which is still not ready to eat. We're waiting on that one. And the Fuerte avocado has given us a good crop of avocados that are coming for the first time in such a big way. So very exciting. All right, let's move along. There's bananas up there. Gonna be coming down too. There's about 7 racks that are very, very close to coming down. The babako here is touching the ice cream bean It doesn't set any fruit though. It's been there for like 5 years. Just hanging out, not doing much. No sign of fruitlets yet on the cherry moya. So it's very busy in here. Hundreds of flowers. And these usually come at the end of February. Yeah, I've given up on hand pollinating. Oops, the Anonas. Nearly tripped. Going backwards. Yeah, so the Thai night starfruit is doing great. Again, we're waiting for those elusive flowers on the starfruit, but the tree always does well. Does well without any fruit. I don't know what's keeping it from fruiting. We've got a Kohala longan there, pushing new growth. And on this side here, another longan, doing nice, right? So yeah, this is the time of the year where everything is doing great, guys. And the thing is, all I gotta do is just tidy up, right? I'm like a caretaker. Yeah, the caretaker tidies things up. Look at all the apricot mulch, chop and drop. I'll show you the apricot soon, what I did to it. The African Pride custard apple flowering, the lychee, the Bosworth. No fruit this year, but I'm okay with that, guys, so long as it grows as a tree. So it grows up into a nice sized tree. Another Kohala longan. That's 3, right? 3 Kohala longans. The dragon fruit behind it, as you can see, it's sprawling out in every direction, doing its thing. Up there we have the dwarf mulberry. Not much of a dwarf at almost 5 meters. Not much of a dwarf at all. The last pomelos still hanging onto the tree here from winter. That's a winter variety, the pomelo. It's unbelievable. Here we have the jabbo still pushing out flower buds all over. The lucuma still looking great, pushing some new growth in the center there in the middle, right? So it's very happy. I've been watering these every 2 or 3 days, flooding them with water. The same with the sugar apple, it's doing very good. And the yellow jabuticaba. These 3 are in the ground. The pomelo is standing at 4 meters. It's gonna need another prune soon. Behind it you can see the Australian native tamarind at 7 meters up there, that tall guy. So, and here we have the ice cream bean, the Inga, and that's also at around 7 meters, maybe more. So it's all coming together, guys. It's all happening here at Fruitopia. Sweet potatoes. It's amazing, right? These need full sun, otherwise no show. And I planted the new ones recently. So more sweet potatoes. Right, the first week they sook. They, as you can see, the leaves wilt from direct sun, but they come good. And after they get over their funk, see their funk there, then this happens. New perky growth, just out of nowhere. Amazing, huh? Yeah. So lots of taro. Someone asked me how my apples are doing. Well, they're doing great. This is the multi-grafted apple with 1 apple. Where are ya? 1 or 2? There it is there. There you go. So I'm getting one apple, the first apple from the multi-grafted apple tree. So we've got one graft here, there's a couple of grafts there, and one in here somewhere, which should be staked. The taro's like taking over. There you go, that one there. So yeah, it's doing good. The taro seems to be what do you call it? Taken over. The same with the choco. I keep cutting the choco back, guys. You can eat these tips. So these tips here, let me show you. This you can eat in stir fry. So that's what we do with the choco and the leaves, the young leaves. So not only the fruit, which comes in winter. Choco is not ready till June, July. This is my oldest apple tree, the Jonathan. So they're coming along. Didn't get many apples this year, only about 20. But that's all right. Not a problem. The Hass avocado. So we got apples on one side and avocados on the other side, guys. The best of both worlds. The red Dakar banana. The ruby red guava. Thai guava. These are all, everything I'm showing you is in the ground. We don't do potted tropicals here. The brown turkey fig, it's loaded with figs. Right? It's going to be a challenge though, keeping the birds off. They always win. The birds are always the winner when it comes to figs. This one is in, well, this one is in a pot. So this one's going to be easier to cover with a net. Oranges coming for next spring. There's literally 200 to 300 oranges on this tree. It's massive. As you can see, I mulched that as well with its own cuttings. Right? A lot of work. As I said, caretaker. I'm the caretaker here. I'm not a botanist or a horticulturalist. Don't need to be, guys. You can see what I've created here without all the fancy titles and all the fancy words. Right? I don't see any botanist or horticulturalist in Melbourne with a tropical fruit garden like mine. So all the fancy words and all the fancy titles mean nothing without the goods in the ground. If it's not in the ground, yawn. Yawn, yawn, yawn. This is the jambulan, jamun. Almost at 3 meters now. Right, beautiful. The wampy that I planted a couple of weeks ago, it's taken off. I've got another one here that's ready to go in the ground. This one here. Right? These are seed grown. I got these from a seed in cans a couple of years ago. And the seeds did well, as you see. The dragon fruit again, doing really good. That's the cherry of the Rio Grande, looking beautiful. Year 3 in the ground. It's already had 2 winters unprotected, no protection at all. Champion. And the jabuticaba again, the sabara. I'm waiting for the birds to notice these this jabba. I haven't picked it yet. It's been ready for a couple of weeks, and I thought, how long before they notice it? How long will it take the birds to notice the jabbo? Yeah. Wax jambu. One of the trees I've had non-stop issues with trying to grow here in Melbourne. Let me bring it out to the sun. It doesn't like too much water, it doesn't like too much sun. It's one of those finicky trees. I don't like finicky trees. They automatically fall into the sook category when they don't like it like this and they don't like it like that. It's one of those trees. And I've given him a lot of sandy soil, right, for perfect drainage. Actually, that's dry. So I don't know, that's very dry. I don't know what else I can do for this little wax jambu, right? Oh, it's a little moist inside, deep inside. So yeah, we're trying to do our best here, guys. But I don't like all these tips that have turned brown. See all these tips? Every single tip, it's curling and browning. So I don't know what the hell's going on with this wax jambu. I've had no luck with them at all, none. And that's like number 7, the 7th one I've owned in 10 years. Most other trees don't give me problems. Wax jambu is a sook, one of the biggest sooks I have, guys. Okay, so the kaimito or star apple, I've taken away a lot of its protection. I just left one banana to protect it. I had 3 here, 3 pots, because it hasn't been doing anything, guys. Hasn't been doing anything at all. So I thought maybe it needs more sun. Even though it's young, maybe if I give it more sun, maybe that'll help. Because we haven't had a true summer, guys. This is not a true summer. It's been a very, very mild summer in Melbourne. In Brisbane, Sydney and Adelaide, it's been stinking hot. As I said, 41 today in Adelaide. 41? Wow. That's 110 Fahrenheit. We haven't had that kind of weather here in Melbourne for 3 years. So, yeah. 3 months in the ground and he hasn't done anything. But at least he's not going backwards. Same with his buddy here. I've put on the first fruit fly exclusion net on the Chico jujube. Right, I finally got to doing that a few days ago. So that's up, that's from Dailies. I ordered another net to put on the Fuyu persimmon, which is loaded. And I'm waiting for it to come next week before the fruit flies start piercing the fruit here. Right? Let me just put away this rotten orange that I found on the ground so I can continue. Yeah, the orange tree this Valencia holds on to the oranges, unlike the navel. So they don't fall until a fruit fly says, I'm gonna make it fall, watch. Then they drop from the sting, right? So it's a great tree for holding the fruit all through spring and all through summer. This is a 15-year-old Valencia orange tree, which I planted just like every other tree. Okay, the Lee Shangshi Lee jujube is perked up now, is fully normal, unlike the Sherwood, which is still drooping and sooking, right? I don't know what's up with the Sherwood over there. I mean, it's okay, it's not that bad, but it still has that limp look, which this one also had for the last 2 years, but it's come out of that funk. I didn't do anything, by the way. It just came out of that funk on its own. So we're still waiting on the Sherwood to end its little period. The regular Lee jujube at 2.5 meters is also going to get a fruit fly net next week when it arrives from Dailies. We want to protect these jujubes up there, right? So the other thing I wanted to show you guys was and this is the the Grimmel Jabuticaba doing really well, bushing out. I planted a new tree which I got from Daly's a couple of weeks ago, together with that allspice. It's the Pitanga tuba, to join his buddy over here for pollinating, right? I've had this Pitanga tuba in the ground now for around 10 months, but every time it flowers, guys, and it flowers a lot, it doesn't set any fruit. So guess what? It needs help, and the help will come from its friend here, this new Pitanga tuba, which went in the ground a couple of days ago. Yeah, and he's got flowers on him too, so that's pretty cool. He came with flowers out of the box. Thank you very much, Dailies. Here I've got the cedar bay cherry, which I also want to put in the ground, but he's so small. Look how small he is. I don't know where to put him. It's small and slow growing, very, very slow. I also want to plant the Oriana white Jabuticaba, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Yeah. And behind it is the cinnamon, the Chinese cinnamon. So those two trees I want to put in the ground, and hopefully the cedar bay cherry before winter, right? I want to get everything in the ground, guys. There's one tree I'm not going to put in the ground, and it's that one there. That one there, that's a monkey jack, La Cucha. Let's go around and have a look at him. He's very cold sensitive. Very, very cold sensitive. So unfortunately, this one, look how big the leaves are. This one here, I had him in the greenhouse over winter, and he survived, but he lost every single leaf. It was just a dead stick. Just a dead stick, like this stick. See this stick here? It was like that out of winter, but he was alive. And now in spring, he slowly came back. And now in summer, he's fully back. He's even got a little branch down here, which I want to cut off. But I'll wait, right? I don't like him down there. Look at that. I don't like those little branches. So that's the monkey jack. Yeah, it's a novelty tree, right? These are novelties for me. It's not like I'm going to be producing monkey jack fruit for the local market anytime soon. Obviously not. Yeah, so, and here's I think that's the red hybrid. Yeah, red hybrid Jabuticaba. I want to get that in the ground too. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for new openings around the garden. New openings means trees that aren't performing or trees that are dying. They're out, and then I put these in. That's how it works here. So whilst we're waiting, they stay in their little nursery here in the pots. Okay, let's move along. The sandpaper fig is starting to, I gave it a little haircut 2 weeks ago, right? And as soon as I went cut, within a few days, look, all these came up, all these side branches on every cut. On every cut, I sort of shook it, invigorated it. So sometimes that's what you need to do, right? It was doing nothing for the last year. Just four, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 branches doing nothing. And as soon as I pruned it, it was like shocked back to life. That's the native Australian fig. Hang on, see if I can zoom in. I can't get in there, there's pots everywhere. I don't know if that's gonna focus. I don't know, I can't see. Yeah, so that's a beast. That's gonna be a monster. I'm growing that as what do you call it? A canopy. All right, guys, what else have I got? I planted a couple of, okay, all the canistel trees that died over winter, there was about 4 or 5 of them. Guess what? They all came back to life over spring. So I have to take back everything I said about canistel. They all came back to life. I still have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. There was 5. As you can see, they're alive. So what I did with the other 2, the best ones I have, I put them in the ground yesterday. Yeah, why not? If they're gonna be happy to resurrect from the dead, I'm happy to do my bit as the caretaker. Look at that. That's what I did with them. I put them in the ground. The 2 dead canistel seedlings. They didn't die after all. They tricked me. So they're in the banana circle here where the compost is and all the bananas, right? This is the large Cavendish. This is truly tropical in here. Full on with bananas and bay leaf and more bananas and ginger and lilies, canna lilies. And now we've got 2 canistels. Oh, and there's a little papaya I put in here a couple of weeks ago. The yellow papaya. So he's getting protected. I pulled out the loquat seedling that was there and the loquat seedling that was over here because we want to give this canistel the best chance possible. So those loquats, volunteer loquats, weren't going to help. All right, I'm trying to get both the front and backyard in one video. I'm trying to think of what else to show you guys. Let's pause the video and reflect on what I might have missed. Oh, we haven't been to the back. Got to show you the Relinia. The Relinia, guys. There's the Chompu longan here. It's flowering. Daly's free gift. Black Sapote, which is doing great. 2 weeks in the ground. And getting ready to shoot out a lot of new leaves. A lot of new leaves, guys. That's where the rose apple was. The rose apple that wasn't happy to be part of Fruitopia. I'll just get another one. It's all right. No problem. Which way are we gonna go? Let's go through here again. Wow, it's like entering the Cairns Botanical Gardens coming through here. But this is better because the killer mosquitoes and the killer humidity doesn't exist here, right? There's the white Chatut mulberry, the second one I've put in the ground, going berserk. Of course, when this Jerusalem artichoke dies back in winter, it'll give a chance for the mulberry to do its thing and grow. I wanted to show you the pepino here too, which is coming along, but we have fruit fly. Let me pull this out. Fruit fly. Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, that's the reality with the Queensland fruit fly. Damn it. So I don't discard the fruit fly, the fruit that's affected. I don't discard it like they say to do in bags. I compost it, guys. Here you go. There, that's where the fruit fly goes, in that compost bin. It's airtight and sealed. Nothing's getting out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna use up every little bit of nature and recycle. I'm gonna put it into a plastic bag in the council bin. Are you kidding me or what? Nothing's leaving this property. It's all staying here for the good or the better. There's a turmeric some of you say. It's turmeric, guys. Turmeric. We got some, what's this called again? Not yacon, don't trick me. That's called the prune d'Agen. Prune plum. With a couple of fruit. The birds got the first one, so I had to bag the remaining ones. It's very busy in here because of the yacon. Very, very busy. Yacon and Jerusalem artichoke. Yeah. I might end up pulling this Jerusalem artichoke out next year because it's creating too much of a... Well, in a way, it's a good thing, right? It's populating the area, creating... what do you call it? I got a brain fart, but you know what I mean. So yeah, all right. So I want to show you guys the jackfruit, the Malay jackfruit. It's doing really well, a lot better than the black gold, which has been ripped apart by snails. The snails haven't found this one. Look at it, untouched. So damn snails, they love jackfruit leaves. They won't touch the black sapote leaves. It's really crazy. They go after one leaf and not the other one. Go figure. All right, so here I am, guys, right underneath the plantain. That's the Pacific plantain banana up there. So very, very tropical. I got my shirt on today. I should have it off as it's gonna be very hot. Yeah, the first cucumbers have come, so we've been picking cucumbers. Okay, that's another Chompu longan, which is happy to come back after its funk all spring. I thought it was gonna die, but sook. This is a sook tree. All the longans are sooks in the first 5 years. But the good news is they come back. So here's an overview of the back. Hang on, let me stand back. So we've got the black sapote, the bananas, the longan there, the cucumbers, the Grand Nain banana, which hasn't flowered yet in 3 years. Behind it, the blue Java flowered and fruited immediately upon being planted. I planted these bananas the same day, 3 years ago. These ones and those ones at the back, they were planted the same day. The blue Java at the back is flowered and fruited and currently has 2 racks. And the Grand Nain, which is like a dwarf banana, hasn't done anything other than look pretty, of course. It's very pretty. So we're waiting for the first bananas. Yeah, here you go. I don't do veggie videos, but just for the record, we've had a lot of cookies, which Kim absolutely loves. I got the flat seedless persimmon, the first fruit, which is great to see. We're gonna finally try it. That was a surprise. I didn't even notice it had a fruit. I call this the tropical persimmon because of its large leaves, right? Let me show you so you know what I'm talking about. That persimmon there. I think I did a great job in keeping this alive, and now it's shooting out new growth. Right, it gave me trouble for the first year. Nothing but trouble. I don't know why, but it's fully gone full circle on me and is acting well, behaving. More bananas back there. A dwarf apricot, ginger. That huge 30-year-old lemon tree, which was here when I bought the property. The oldest tree at Fruitopia. The Sri Kembangan starfruit is fully pushed forward. Yam, right? Tree lettuce. This is a must-have, guys. As soon as you cut Oops, it's coming off. I was going to say, as soon as you cut a leaf off, it gets a new leaf. Look, see that leaf there? It's new. It came off easily, but that's all right. I can demonstrate how yummy these lettuce are. This is raw in salad and cooked as spinach. Highly recommend the tree lettuce for Melbourne. Green sapote, the Cape gooseberry, which is a troublemaker, is pushing against the star fruit. One of two sapodillas that I have back here is doing okay, but very tiny. This star fruit tree here, which I forgot the name, is dying. He decided to die. He doesn't want to do what the Kembangan's doing. He wants to do his own thing. So now he's going to be a dead stick, and that's fine. I don't care. For no reason. Tromboncino, zucchini, all along the fence there, going all the way behind the greenhouse. Yeah, there's the blue Java, one of two racks that's coming along. Another banana rack up there. Guys, I'm gonna do a banana video soon because someone asked me to feature all my bananas, so that their wish will come true. The Okinawa spinach, which is a tropical spinach, it survives winter here in Melbourne unprotected, which is amazing. It's got a slimy type of spinach leaf like okra, so some of you might not like that. I love that. The dwarf macadamia now is at 2.5 meters. Everyone should have a macadamia in Melbourne. You have no excuse. Plant and forget. Champion group, in champion category, macadamia, pomegranate. I want to put the persimmon in there, but the persimmon gives, some persimmon give problems the first year or two, and then they come good. Another sapodilla, which is doing great. This one here is probably doing the best out of all three. That's the prolific variety. I showed you this one recently. So what he's trying to do here is do what they do with their flowers, set flowers that hang on there for like a year and a half, guys, without fruiting. That's what they do. Yeah. More good news here. This is the Kwai muck. The Kwai muck has come back from the dead, like the monkey jack, and it's got a lot of new leaves, fully covered. I'm very happy with the Kwai muck. Right? This is by the way, these are all in ground. Sapodilla, Kwai muck, persimmon, starfruit, macadamia, and Rollinia. All in-ground trees. We're not doing greenhouses, guys. Hang on, let me take a bite of this. Look how quickly it wilted in only 1 minute. Huh? Quick. So that's why they say when you pick these perky leaves, you got to put them in the fridge, or at least have them in a bowl of water. Otherwise, that's what sucking looks like. A sucking tree does that before it dies. All right, the Rollinia is not sucking at all. Hang on. Yum. It's got a nutty taste. Ben, my friend in Sydney, he's got his brush out, trying to get some fruit on his Rollinia. Good luck, Ben. I'm gonna let the tree do its own thing. Right? There's like 40, at least 40 flowers. Looks like this one might have taken. Not sure if I can zoom in and focus. Oh, the sun is on me. That one there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not doing any brush. on the Anonas. Anyway, that's a 4-year-old Rollinia. Don't know what happened here. It's quite funky. And then we have the Tromboncino zucchini going all the way down to the end, the corner. Very neat. Zucchinis until the end of the world, right? And there's the other blue Java banana rack that's almost ready. It's hanging over my neighbors though, so I gotta be careful when I bring it down that I don't create a mess. Yum. Tomatoes. Lots and lots of tomatoes, guys. At least a dozen every day. I got 7 different varieties. Some of them are getting fruit fly, right? But that's all right. We like to share. We like to share. The ricotto chili plant or chili tree. Look at the size of that beast. And behind that is the kaffir lime tree. Kaffir lime tree. At over 4 meters. That's fully loaded. That's a cooking variety lime tree for cooking. The leaves. Well, there's a whopper tomato in there, which I'm going to grab after the video. There he is, in there. Yeah, guys, it's not perfect, but it will do. It will do. Okay, now these potatoes that are growing in the grow bags, they weren't getting much sun because of that apricot, the Moore Park. That's a 22-year-old apricot tree. So what I did was I took off the top half of the tree, which was up to there. It was that high, up to there. So all that growth, I fed it to the cherry moya, which you saw at the beginning of the video. So now the potatoes are getting their full sun. And here's the other apple tree. You asked. So here's the apples, the new multi-grafted dwarfing. I think they're dwarfing. Maybe they're not, I can't remember. The crazy thing is they flowered in the middle of summer, like a couple of weeks ago. And they might set fruit. Here you are. It's the fruit salad company, right? And the variety is tropical sweet and golden Dorset. This is a jewel variety. I think the other apple tree that I showed you was a triple, 3 varieties. So that's in ground. They're very healthy. But I'm not paying much attention to the apples, guys. I'm more focused on the tropicals. The tropicals are taking a lot of my time, focus, attention, and work and everything. So these are at the bottom of my focus. A Furer, Mercot, Mandarin, right? Picking these almost every year, all year round. A dragon fruit in a pot. This one's in a pot. I've had it there for 6 years. It hasn't given us any fruit yet because it needs cross-pollination. So that's why I put in the other dragon fruit, which I showed you earlier. Malabar chestnut, getting morning sun. All the ice cream bean seedlings are in full shade all day, so I don't have to water them every 30 minutes. There's the sugar apple that I showed you earlier, right? That's the Ichikeiko Gyro persimmon. That's the first cab off the rank. I got a fruit fly net for that tree as well from Dailies. That's coming. These are ready in about a month, late February. That's the first persimmon that's ready. This is the Kwai starfruit tree, which is doing really good. Waiting on flowers on that too. This one, 7 years old. I think I covered everything. We can go to the front. What are we up to? Are we up to half an hour yet? 45 minutes. Oh, I have to cut it here and do a part 2 from the front. All right, guys. That's all she wrote. Check out all these Hass avocados. Wow. This is a 10-year-old Hass avocado tree. And then I want to show you the Wirtz avocado, which is 18 years old. This one. Check it out, check it out. Wow. Avocados everywhere. Hang on, let me get a good angle. A good angle. There you go, the fruit's all up there. It's loaded. Yeah. So, we're gonna see you from the front yard next, guys. I hope you enjoyed this update featuring Madrono, Pitangatuba, Monkey Jack, Kwai Muck. Did I forget anything? Oh, I think I didn't show you the green sapote. How could I forget? We can't go through there. All the alleys are blocked. The alleys are blocked. Let's go through here. Be careful we don't get pricked. There's a green sapote at exactly 2.1 meters. Yeah. Alrighty. So that's doing really well. This is the Mamey sapote's cousin. Hey, cousin. It's got a lot of new growth now down in the middle. Even down at the bottom. Down there. Yeah. I think that's it. I think you guys have it all. Thanks for watching. Oh, man. Bye, guys. Woo! Pomelo love to all of you.